So much talent and creativity in Santa Fe. Take the nonprofit Cooking with Kids. Their aim is to encourage youngsters to explore the world of food from scratch, and they've done just that with more than 4,000 elementary school kids. KSFR's Carol Taub takes a look at how the group works.
Too many of today's generation of kids have a disconnect where food comes from and how it ends up on their plate. Using food to teach children to be open-minded and discover the magnitude of choices, Cooking with Kids, a Santa Fe nonprofit organization, encourages healthy eating through hands-on learning with fresh, affordable foods from diverse cultures. When children start early exploring food, discovering the array of possibilities, their interest is suddenly open. Lynn Walters, Executive Director of Cooking with Kids, has been with the program for 10-plus years.
Our goals are really involved with providing children with the experience of where food comes from, how to prepare it, exploring beautiful, healthy foods, learning about all of the attributes of foods through their senses. Gardening is one of those aspects that here previously we've partnered with schools that have had school gardens and worked together as much as we can so that gardens could provide some of the foods that we are then cooking in the classroom and that children are tasting through fruit and vegetable tasting. It's a cooking venture. It's a food exploration venture. 4,434 children in 12 schools tasted 4 kinds of tomatoes in their classroom. Teachers for the most part teach those classes. So at Gonzales, for example, where they have a garden, the students, when possible, were taken out into the garden and looked at the tomatoes. Sometimes they picked the tomatoes that were already growing in the garden before they did their tomato tasting. We'd like to extend those experiences if possible. We're pretty pragmatic, so we want to make sure that it will work.
With the challenge of today's economy, both parents working or a single-parent family, children often go from school to fast food to bed. Missing out on preparing meals causes lack of food knowledge. John Vollertson, mentor volunteer with the program, has dealt with children who couldn't decipher a head of lettuce.
They didn't know how to really interact with vegetables. They didn't know how to take lettuce off a head of lettuce. Nowadays, there's a whole generation of kids, their parents worked and their mother maybe didn't even cook dinner, and they don't really connect with the idea that food comes from the garden.
Farmers in the Schools is another program they work with that come to the schools and work with the children who are in these cooking classes.
The farmers then can share their expertise and their stories with how they grow food, why they grow food, provide another opportunity often for children to taste food that's really fresh and they meet the farmer. That's a very exciting thing. Many children don't know where food comes from.
Within their program, they go to the school 11 times per year, teaching children up to the 6th grade how to cook, where food comes from, how it's grown, and what can be done with it.
We're using food really to teach children about the wide world of food from many parts of the world, too. We work with different culinary traditions in developing our recipes to learn how they can make choices that will positively affect their current health and their future health.
And without question, the children aren't resistant.
Children are very excited. It's fun. They get to do something. There's action. Children have told us, you get to mix it, you get to cut it, you get to learn about different foods, and then you get to eat it.
I'm Carol Taub, KSFR 101.1 News.